Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video on the YouTube channel today. I'm gonna be ranking my favourite AFL teams from these 5 categories. Goated, I love them. Average, I dislike them and I demise them. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video and starting off with the Adelaide Crows. Now the Crows are a side that, we'll just talk about how they play first and how I like them. The Crows are a side that obviously got robbed in 2023. If they didn't get robbed, if Ben Keays didn't get robbed, the Crows would have been in finals in 2023. And as I'm filming this video on Sunday the 17th of March, in my line predictions, I have the Crows 9th, and yesterday the Crows lost to the Suns by 6 points at People First Stadium, which is not a very good start to the season for them. And they play Geelong, which they're probably going to win this week on the 22nd of March. But how I like them, well, I definitely like a couple of their key players. Like I like Isaac Rankin, I love Jordan Dawson, and I really like Tex as well. Well, actually, I don't like Tex. I like Ben Keays. But, yeah, I reckon that the Crows, I don't love them, but I don't dislike them. I reckon the Crows will be an average team in my liking. So, yeah, moving on to the Lions. The Brisbane Lions, obviously they lost the grand final in 2023, and they're looking like they're having a grand final hangover. Obviously, Collingwood with the premiership hangover and potential Brisbane Lions grand final hangover. And I love their players. I love Charlie Cameron. Charlie Cameron is the GOAT. No, I'm just playing. But I love McCluggage. And their history, that I've liked them. I haven't hated the Lions. I really like the Lions in my opinion. My opinion is they could be in the I love them category, but I'm probably not going to put them there. I love the Lions, but I don't love the Lions, but I don't dislike the Lions. The exact same as the Crows. So they're probably another side that I'm going to put an average in my liking. Anyways, moving on to the third team that I'm going to rate is the Carlton Blues. Well, they've got a lot of players that I love. Patrick Cripps is from he's from Perth, then he moved to Northampton. Then he went back to Perth to obviously play for East Fremantle. But I love Carlton. I love all of their players. Sam Doherty. I love all of their players. I love their fans aren't bad. I love almost every Carlton player. And I just love the Blues themselves. So I'm going to put them in I love them category. Moving on to a one where I don't really like at this club, the Magpies. Every one of their fans has no teeth. Every one of their fans are the bogan, including Jethmo. Don't take this seriously, but I hate the Pies. I reckon, I actually hate the Pies. I reckon I hate the Pies more than Freo. I hate the Pies. The Pies are just, they're just, their fans are horrible. Like, the club's decent. I don't mind the club, but their fans just make the club so much worse. And I just hate Collingwood. I'm going to put them in demise them. Moving on to the Essendon Bombers. Now, I don't really like the Bombers in my opinion. I don't really love the Bombers. Yeah, none of my family goes for the Bombers. Not even I'm pretty sure one of my uncles does, but that's it. I just don't like the Bombers in general. I don't really know most of their players. I only know a couple of key players, and that's it. Like Langford, 2 metre Peter, and a couple of other players like Ben Mackay. But I just don't really like the Bombers. I don't reckon I'll put them in average or I love them. I just don't really like the Bombers in general, so I'm going to put it in dislike them. Moving on to which should probably be my most hated club, the Freo Dockers. Now, the Dockers, you see, I don't really hate them as much as I should. Look, I still hate them, but I don't hate them as much as Collingwood. Let's just say that, because their fans just are actually decent, and they're a second WA team, and they're the only WA team apart from the Eagles, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I don't really. They are going to go in the demise category, but the Dockers, I hate them, but I don't like. I hate them, but I don't hate them. In that way, like at times I will really hate them, but at other times I don't really care about them if they win or lose. Like they're in dislike them category. But I'm going to put Freo there. I hate Collingwood more than Freo. Yes, indeed, I hate Collingwood more than Freo. And moving on to Geelong. Geelong, I don't really like Geelong. Let's just say that. I don't really like Geelong that much. Look, they're a good team. They have good players. But now all they yap on about, if I'm talking to a Geelong supporter, all they yap on about is the 2022 Premiership, and all they yap on about is Collingwood smashing West Coast. Not Collingwood, Geelong smashing West Coast. That's all they yap about. They don't yap about anything else. That's all they yap about. The 2022 Premiership, Selwood being the GOAT, and if as an Eagles fan, obviously when I talk to them, they just always talk about Geelong smashing the Eagles, which makes me hate Geelong fans even more. But then at the same time, I don't. Their song is just annoying because when it plays against a team that I love, it's just so annoying. Say West Coast and Geelong play in the finals, and I just hear the song at the end blasting, "We are Geelong, the greatest team of all." It just makes me so annoyed. Like even if they win against us in the normal season, I just don't like Geelong. I don't know why. I just don't like them. But I probably hate the Bombers more than I do Geelong. So I'll put Geelong there. Now, the second year side in the league, the Suns. Now, I actually really like the Suns in my opinion. Like the Suns, they're a new side. Not many people support them, which honestly makes me like them even more because none of their fans can be like annoying or anything. And they play as of right now. They're looking to make top 8. This is probably their year to do it. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the set teams that I love. And yeah, I really like the Suns. I'm going to put them in. I'm going to put them in the top of average though. I don't really love the Suns, but I like the Suns. Oh, moving on to a team that I absolutely love, the Giants. We're just going to put them in. That's all I'm going to say. At the top of it, I love them. Look, they almost beat Collingwood last year, which made me happy. It made me sad that they lost to them, but it made me happy that they almost beat Collingwood. A side that finally almost beat Collingwood. And then the Giants. I love their song. The Giants song is superior. I love the Giants song. And then their players. I love their players as well. I love their fans, even though there's not many of them. I love their fans. And that's all I have to say. Hawthorn. I also love Hawthorn. The reason actually why is I probably like the Giants more than Hawthorn. And I'm probably like Carlton more than Hawthorn. But the reason why I love Hawthorn so much, they're either my third or fourth team. It's because my dad, he before the Eagles were made, before the Eagles were established, he went for Hawthorn. And at that point in time, Hawthorn were winning everything. Hawthorn were just winning premiership after premiership after premiership after premiership. And so, yes, I like Hawthorn. I love Hawthorn. But if I really had to, if I got forced to, I would put them in average. Just because I've lost a bit of love for them. I just don't know why. I just have. So, yeah, Hawthorn are there. Moving on to the next side, which is Melbourne. The D's. I love the D's. They'll probably be at the top of average, 100%. I like them better than the Suns. I love their song. I love their players. I love their fans. And that's all I have to say. They're a good team. They're looking to make top 8 again, but they probably will miss top 8 this year. Look, but I love the D's. Their song, it's a grand old flag. It's a high-flying flag. And the D's, I love them as well because if I tip them basically in every round, unless it's against the big sides like Carlton, Giants, Collingwood, Brisbane, and a couple of others, unless it's against those teams, if I tip them, it's basically an automatic tip right. Not in 2024, but most years, yes. Which makes me love them even more. But I just love the D's in general. Moving on to the North Melbourne Kangaroos. I don't really like North Melbourne. The reason why, they've been West Coast rival since 2022. Just because they're in the bottom 2 all the time, it makes us their rival because it's West Coast and North in the bottom 2, which it makes us a big rival. It makes it a big rivalry. Always looking for close games. Like last year, it was 5 points North Melbourne the first game and then 5 points West Coast the second game. And so now that they're a rival in the bottom 2, I hate them. That's basically what I have to say. Anyways, moving on to the Power. I don't really like the Power. I just don't like the Power in general. I just don't know why. I just don't like them. I just don't really like them. Moving on to the next side after the Power, which is the Tigers. Look, I don't love the Tigers, but I don't hate the Tigers. I like the Lions more than the Tigers. So I'll put it probably in that average spot. They have legends. Their song gives me chills. That yellow and black part. I know I've never been to a Richmond game myself, but I can just hear it. I can just hear the atmosphere when I'm watching the games. All I hear when the song's playing, when they run out or when they win, all I hear when I went from Tiger, yellow and black. That's all I hear. They're full on screaming yellow and black. Just give me chills. So, yes. I don't hate the Tigers. My mate supports the Tigers. Yeah, so that's basically where I'm going to rate the Tigers. And moving on to the next side, it's the Saints. Cardi's team, Mr. Saints fan, Luke Ultra, and a couple of other big YouTubers, or just like average YouTubers, AFL YouTubers. Yeah, so, I don't really hate the Saints. I don't really love the Saints. They're probably another team that I'll put in average. It makes me love them more because, look, the Saints are a side that you're not scared to come up against. But if you're like a side like West Coast or North, somehow you're just not scared to come up against them. But against like other sides like Melbourne and whatnot, you're scared to come up against them. Because they only beat North Melbourne by like 30 last year. And they only scored 64 points. And they only just beat the Eagles by 7 or 8 points. Which the Eagles should have won. But the Saints, yeah, the Saints, yeah, I'll just put them in average probably. Moving on to the Swans, I think you guys know why I'm going to put them here. Obviously, because they're 171 point loss. Makes me hate the Swans even more. And I just like it I just don't like Sydney Swans. I just don't like the Swans in general. I like a couple of their players, but other than that, I don't like their fans that much. I just don't really like the Swans in general. Yeah. Anyways, moving on to this one where you know I'm going to put them. West Coast Eagles goated. West Coast Eagles are the best. Oh, sorry about that. West Coast Eagles are goated. West Coast Eagles are goated. West Coast Eagles are going to be the best team in the league in like 10 years. Flag Eagles sturdy. That's all I have to say. I'm a West Coast Eagles fan. I've got to put them there. And I just love the Eagles. I always have loved the Eagles. I have like photos of me when I was maybe even 0 and 1 at Subiaco Oval, like wrecking out the Eagles gear. But yeah, I just love the Eagles, and I think you guys know why, because I'm an Eagles supporter. Moving on to the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs, they're probably an average side. I like them more than Adelaide. Let's fix that up. Yeah, I like them more than Adelaide and Brisbane. No, I like Brisbane more than the Bulldogs, but I like the Bulldogs more than Adelaide. The Bulldogs, they have decent fans. Their players are good. I love the Bont. And that's all I have to say. They're just an average team that I like. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure, if you haven't, to drop a like and subscribe to the new YouTube channel. Give me to 20 subs. Feels weird saying that, because my old channel I had 129 subs, but now I'm stuck with 17. So please chuck a like and chuck a sub. Hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace out.
Hold me close till I get up.